everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to be doing a fill on these acrylic toes. So of course the first thing that we're doing is just going in with the extra coarse safety drill bit to remove all of the gel polish and just file down the acrylic down a little bit. That way we don't have super thick toenails. So of course going around the cuticle area and just filing the rest of the nail to get all of the top coat and gel polish and all that good stuff. And because these steps are exactly the same as when you're doing acrylic nails, I'm only going to be doing 3 toes. That way we don't make this video too long. But again, I'm using my e-file at like 15,000 RPMs, just going in and removing the gel polish and just filing down the acrylic a little bit. And then after this, we're going to move on to the next step. So once we finish removing the gel polish, we just dust her toes off, and then we're going in with the cuticle pusher. And of course, this is going to expose the new growth and help with reducing lifting. Now, as you can see, her toes did grow out a lot. I think the last time I did her toes, it was like a month ago, but she didn't have any lifting at all or anything. They still look good. They're just growing out. So after we push back the cuticles, we're going in with the 180 sanding band, and we're just removing the shine from the natural nail. And during this step, I am using my e-file at 8,000 RPM. So as always, just going around that cuticle area, and we're literally just removing the shine. We don't want to thin down the toenail. We're literally just making sure that the shine is completely gone. After that, we dust the nails off, and same thing as always, just going in with the primer, just applying that on the natural nail only. And I'm gonna go in and put the little toe separators in, and we're gonna go in with the acrylic. This is my Pretty in Pink acrylic powder that is available on my website, so be sure to go check it out. And whenever you're doing toes, you do want to make sure that you don't apply too much acrylic, because you don't want your client's toes to be looking like a little bubble on top. You don't want the acrylic to look like a little bubble on top of the toenail. You want it to be nice and smooth, not too thick, like and just basically try to make them look as natural as possible. And also don't make them too long, y'all. Like I said, I am gonna go in and file these down, but I just cannot. I know, I mean, I guess everybody has their own personal preference, but y'all, I do not like the super long toenails. Like, it just make me cringe. But you know, whatever floats your boat, that is completely fine. But again, we're just going in and applying the acrylic. Of course, same thing as always, making sure that you clean around the cuticle area. And that's pretty much the same thing as doing acrylic nails. I know I already said that, but it's literally the exact same thing, except for you're working with a much smaller nail, I guess. But just going in, making sure that I have a full coverage on the with the acrylic, and I'm gonna do the same thing on the rest. And of course, making sure that you work with a little bit of product at a time, that way they don't end up super thick. Alrighty, so after I finished applying the acrylic on all of her toes, now we're going in and shaping. So she want her toes super squared, and so we're going in with the with the hand file and filing both sides in the free edge at exactly a 90-degree angle. And I do have to make sure that as I'm filing, I'm holding her toe really straight. That way the nail or toenail isn't slanted or anything. We want it to be perfect. I don't know about y'all, but I love my toenails like a perfect square, and thankfully mine are a pretty nice shape. I don't really have to do too much when it comes to just doing my toenails. So after I finish shaping the nails, I'm going in with my extra fine tapered drill bit, which is literally the perfect drill bit to file your nails after the acrylic application. I get these from Amazon, so I'll be sure to leave the link down below, but they just make it so easy for me to file around the cuticle area and have a smooth and just flawless application around that cuticle area. So definitely check that out. But as always, just going around the cuticle area and then filing the entire nail. Again, you want to make sure that you don't leave the toenails too thick. You want them to be like literally the thickness of like a credit card. So make sure that you pay attention to that as you're working. So we're gonna go ahead and do that on all of them, and during this step I am using my e-file at 8,000 RPMs. So up next, I'm going in with the buffer, and I'm just buffing those nails really good. That way we get rid of any of the scratches left on the nails from the hand file or the e-file. So make sure you don't skip this step. No matter how smooth they look, always make sure you still go in and buff the surface of the nail. After this, I'm just going to dust her toenails off, and then I'm gonna wipe them off with an alcohol wipe. And y'all, when I say this acrylic color is so pretty, like it's literally the perfect shade of pink, And again, this is the Pretty in Pink acrylic from my website. And then here soon I am going to be adding a few more acrylics, so I'm really excited about that and I can't wait. And then also I'm going to be adding my gel polishes to the website. This is the white gel polish from my essential collection, and it's literally the perfect, of course it's just white, but it just goes on really good, and it has a perfect coverage. So whenever I'm doing French tips, I just go in and draw my tips with the nail art brush, and I don't have to do 2 coats. I literally just do one, and it's like the perfect coverage. So for this step, I'm just going in with my small nail art brush. I do have these brushes available on my website as well. It comes with a set of 3, and they definitely come in handy. Y'all see that I use them for everything, my French tip, my nail art, like literally everything. So like I said, I'm just gonna go in and draw the French tip on all of them, and then of course curing for 30 seconds. And if you need to clean up, you know, whenever you're doing this, then of course just go in with a small cleanup brush and just clean up any little mess that you make. But for the most part, whenever I'm doing a French tip with my small nail art brushes, I usually don't have to do too much cleaning unless it's like around the cuticle area, which is what I like about doing the Frenchies with a nail art brush, instead of going in and just like applying polish with my regular nail polish brush and then cleaning up my small line. But whatever works for you is completely fine. Alrighty, so cured for 30 seconds, and then now I'm going in with my no wipe top coat, and y'all look at how shiny this top coat is. This one will be available on my website here soon. I know I keep teasing y'all, I will have a release date here soon. I'm just gonna be having a sale to kind of clear out a lot of items, and then I'm gonna relaunch the website, so I'll keep you guys updated on that, most likely next week, but definitely I think maybe the release will be like early September, so stay tuned for that. But yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and apply the top coat on all of her toes, and then we're gonna cure for 60 seconds. Alrighty y'all, so here is the final look. As you guys can see, they turned out absolutely beautiful. So as always, I hope you guys enjoyed, and thank you for watching.